हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल द सोलफुल डायरी। आज की वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे टोरू दत्त की पोम सीता के बारे में, पोएट के बारे में। पहले ही हम एक वीडियो में डिस्कस कर चुके, जिसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है। चलिए आज पोम के बारे में डिस्कस करते हैं। पोम को इन डेप्थ डिस्कस करने से पहले जान लेते हैं उसके कुछ की फीचर्स। The poem Sita, featured in Toru Dutt's collection Ancient Ballads and Legends of Hindustan 1882, unfolds the narrative of three happy children in a darkened room engrossed in their mother's recitation of the legend of Sita. As the mother weaves the tale, she elaborates on Sita's abandonment, detailing the fauna of the woods and introducing the presence of Valmiki, the poet anchorite, credited with writing the Ramayana. The children empathize with Sita's predicament, but the story takes an abrupt pause as the mother is hushed at last by an unidentified figure, presumably her husband. The poem concludes by depicting the children captivated by their mother's storytelling, and the final lines convey the speaker's yearning for the past, reminiscing about the days when she, likely one of those children, would gather around her mother, eagerly absorbing stories during the tranquil evenings. पोम को इन डेप्थ डिस्कस करते हैं। थ्री happy children in a darkened room. What do they gaze on with wide open eyes? A dense forest where no sunbeam pries, and in its center a cleared spot. There bloom gigantic flowers on creepers that embrace tall trees there in a quiet liquid lake. The wild swans glide their whirring from the brake. The peacock springs there, herds of wild deer race. Their patches gleam with yellow waving grain. There, blue smoke from strange altars rises light. There dwells in peace the poet anchorite. Who is this fair lady? Not in vain. She weeps, for lo, at every tear she sheds. Tears from three pairs of young eyes fall, amen, and bowed in sorrow are the three young heads. It is an old story, and the lay which has evoked sad Sita from the past is by a mother sung. 'Tis hushed at last, and melts the picture from their sight away. Yet shall they dream of it until the day when shall those children by their mother's side gather army as erst at eventide. The story begins with mother who is telling a story of Sita Ma to her three children. All three children are indulged in a story of Sita Ji. The mother tells her children that Sita Ma is sad and crying alone in jungle. When three children learns that Sita Ma is crying in story, they also started crying. Therefore, mother finishes the story of Sita Ma too early because she can't see her children crying in front of her eyes. The interesting thing about this poem is that three children who are listening Sita Ma's story are Toru Dutt and her brother and sister. It's an autobiographical poem. Toru Dutt had one elder sister named Aru. She also had one brother named Absu. The three children in poem story are Toru Dutt, Aru, and Apsu. Toru Dutt's brother and sister died in young age, so she used to miss her brother and sister a lot. Toru Dutt has mentioned her brother and sister in her work many times. The real story of poem begins with three happy children who are in darkened room. The poet says what it is in which these three children are immersed, what it is in which they are very interested. The poet says forest is dense as everywhere you look. You only see green trees and plants. The forest is so dense that sun rays can't reach land properly. The complete forest is covered in a shadow of forest trees. The poet says, even though it's a morning time, but still it's very dark in the forest. The forestry has covered sun rays completely. There are wildflowers growing on trees. The forest has one river which is very calm and its water is clear like a crystal. The water has many swans who swims in it and make sounds. This forest has one peacock who plays around. Forest has a herd of deer who does racing with each other. Their gains are in yellow color, which is shining like a light. This place is perfect for poet like Toru Dutt as it is very calm and green. The poet says, who is this fair lady who is crying in such a peaceful environment? Who is this woman who is crying in such beautiful forest? The poet here is talking about Sita Ma, who is sitting alone in jungle and crying. The poet's mother is telling her children that Sita Ma is crying in jungle, and poet's mother tells her children, including Toru, that Sita Ma is sad and crying. They also get sad and start crying. Thereafter, three children lowers their head in sadness. When poet's mother saw her three children sing, she decides to finish the story early because she can't see her children crying. Even though mother has finished the story early, but children will remember the story whole night. At the end of story, mother finishes the story and hugs her three children dearly. In analyzing the structure of the poem, it unfolds over 22 lines and organized into three quatrains of enclosed rhyme, one quatrain of alternating rhyme, and three rhyming couplets. This results in an overall rhyme scheme of A B B A, C D D C, E F F E, G H G H I I J J K K. The deliberate arrangement of these rhyming patterns contributes to the poem's rhythmic and aesthetic qualities. Furthermore, the poem employs punctuation strategically, notably with the frequent use of exclamation marks and question marks. This punctuational choice, evident from the opening lines, creates a call and response ambience reminiscent of a mother engaging with young children. The exclamation marks and question marks enhance the vividness of the storytelling experience, infusing the poem with a dynamic and interactive quality. Themes: A mother's lullaby, a nation's story. The poem opens with a nostalgic scene, a mother's whisper, the tale of Sita to her three children, their bedroom transformed into a stage for ancient Hindustan. The narrative flows through vivid imagery, painting a picture of the lush forest where Sita finds refuge after her unjust exile. Deer-bound peacocks dance, and the serene hermitage of Valmiki becomes her sanctuary. On Ramayana, a woman's plight, that Sita transcends mere retelling. She delves into the emotional landscape of the abandoned queen. Here, Sita isn't just a passive victim, she is a woman grappling with heartbreak, loneliness, and societal censure. The poem subtly critiques the patriarchal world that ostracizes her based on unfundled whispers. Nature as companion, nature as a witness. The setting itself becomes a character in the poem. The idyllic forest offers solace to Sita's grief. The whispering leaves bear witness to her tears, the rustling bamboo echoing her unspoken pain. Nature becomes a confidante, a canvas upon which her emotions are etched. The power of storytelling. The poem isn't just about Sita, it's about the power of storytelling. The mother's voice evokes empathy in her children, passing down not just a legend but a critique of society and its treatment of women. The story becomes a bridge between generations, carrying whispers of injustice and resilience across time. Symphony of silence, a call for reinterpretation. The poem ends abruptly, silenced by an unknown figure. potentially the father. This abruptness underscores the silencing of women's voice and the societal expectation for them to conform and remain unheard. However, the silence also holds a pregnant pause, a call for reinterpreting the Sita narrative, amplifying her voice and recognizing her strength. थैंक यू। आई होप आज की वीडियो आपको पसंद आई। कैसी लगी हमें कमेंट करके बताएं और हमें ये भी कमेंट करके बताएं कि आप आने वाले वीडियो किस टॉपिक पर देखना चाहते हैं। अगर वीडियो अच्छी लगी तो लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब टू माई चैनल। मिलते हैं कल एक और इन्फॉर्मेटिव वीडियो के साथ शाम 4 बजे। थैंक यू।